Peace. Peace. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Peace. Peace. Give me a second to dig in. Yeah. It's the holiday season, huh? Y'all know I don't celebrate the holidays. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And to my family, my friends, and the people tuning in. Have a happy holiday. That's what I can say to you. Have a happy holiday. Enjoy your new year. Enjoy your new year. Right now, your new year should be starting right now, no matter what's going on. Pardon me again. No matter what's going on right now, you need to be starting your new year, preparing your new year, planning to put your money up and figure out where you want to go in the year 2022. The year 2022 is coming, but under some strange and unusual circumstances, not the traditional New Year's that we are used to seeing coming in the past couple of years. It's not been the norm, so to speak. We're in the new norm. We're in the new paradigm. Happy winter solstice to everybody, too, as well. The winter solstice came in, I believe it was yesterday, 12/21/21. So it's a significant time to get your energy up. It's a significant time to pray. It's a significant time to start a diet. It's a significant time to do all kinds of great and wonderful things with yourself. Before I get into this, before I really get into the topics of what I really want to talk about, I'm going to talk about, well, down into the holiday season, so to speak. Now, I don't celebrate Christmas. Did I used to celebrate Christmas? Yes. And does my family celebrate Christmas? The people I'm around? Yes. Yes. 100% absolute. So, what I've noticed, and before I became a Muslim, I kind of got away from the holiday tradition, so to speak. You have to remember that right now, at this critical time, it's not important to stress yourself out about anything that you couldn't do for anybody at this particular point in time for one day. Because that doesn't mean that you are not able or you won't be able to do it in January, February, March, April, whenever you have the time. Please don't stress yourself out about spending money on a holiday. Some people are not even going to be worthy of what you have for them. And they'll probably give you their ass to kiss. I'm just going to keep it 100. Family, we got to get back to thinking correctly if we haven't already started to think correctly. And if you're thinking correctly, you're not thinking about Christmas. You should be thinking about the future. You should be thinking about where you want to put your energy into for the next year. What you want to be. Are you tired of going to work? Are you tired of going to see the boss? Or do you want to be the boss? Just a general question. Just asking. Just something to think about. Are you tired of going to work to see the boss? Or are you the boss? Do you want to see yourself when you wake up in the morning? Do you want to make your own business decisions? This year coming up is a very important year. It's going to be a very wonderful year. It's going to be a great year, yes. Are people going to die? Yes. Are the mandates going to put a wiggle in things? Yes. But these are all about the parts of changes. Change is good. We've been stuck in the old way of thinking, and we've been stuck in that way for too long. The holidays are very stressful. A lot of people have lost loved ones, especially in the recent years, in the former years, 10, 20, 30 years ago. And, we have these feelings of anxiety, regret, frustration, and we still trying to please other people. That's a recipe for the hospital. The hospital is a place you shouldn't be trying to visit right now if you can prevent it. How do we prevent that? We wash our hands. Y'all think that's a joke. We wash our hands. I ain't gonna say black people. I'm gonna say all people. I've seen people do some really nasty stuff with your hands. I think we all are guilty of doing something with our hand we had no business. Some people are very more blatant than others. Some people are very discreet. Some people, I had to do it at the particular time it happened. You have to wash your hands. You can't be digging in your butt, scratching your nuts, scratching your under armpits, digging in your nose. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing zits and stuff all off your face, curling your hair. A lot of you work in customer service. Most people work in customer service. Whether they driving a truck for UPS or whether you at the clerk at Walmart. Hands go places sometimes that you cannot avoid, but you have to deal with other people. Now, shouldn't nobody have to tell you to wash your hands? But right now, it's a reinforcement of wash your hands that will keep germs away from you, that will keep you from contracting COVID-19, Delta, Omicron, or whatever. I was getting ready to make it funny. I ain't gonna do that. But oh wow. You gotta wash your hands. You have to wash your hands. You have to get a mask. You have to respect other people. I don't have the vaccine. No, I don't. And I don't plan on taking it. What's gonna come about that? We'll see. God willing. God knows best. Allah knows best in the situation. I still respect people who take the vaccine. I had family members, I had people around me that take the vaccine. Which is getting into my next topic. The combination of the holidays and the recent events of the uptake of the Omicron variant, it's going to send people into confusion, states of shock. People are getting sick right now. But think about it. Every year this time people get sick before COVID. The flu. It was flu season. What did they tell you to do? Wash your hands. You had to wash your hands. If you were sick, stay home. So that's number 2. Stay home if you're sick. I know a lot of us say, I got to get that money. Yeah, I got to get that money. I got to do something. Who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to pay the bills? Right now, what's going on can kill you. I don't care what you believe. If you're a conspiracy theorist, if you're a non-vaxxer, if you're a vaxxer, or if you're a Muslim, or if you're a Christian, or if you're a Jew, or whoever. If you're a 1%er, if you in with whoever, whatever. We all know this could kill you. But so did the going outside. Pandemic within the pandemic. Black people are just killing each other at an all-time high. You want to blame it on police brutality now? And now you have mandates. If you live in D.C., you're being mandated to do something that you was told that you wasn't going to be forced to do. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find something. And that's wow. Bank robberies. Okay. Wow. A rash of bank robberies in the community, but that wasn't what I wanted to delve into. It would be this right here. Um, and I asked for fair use. Fair use. It is a news caption on the clip.
Private and parochial schools as well will need to be vaccinated against COVID-19 by a date certain. We will begin, this is essentially adding the COVID-19 vaccine to the list of vaccinations that are already required for students in daycare centers and childcare centers. We also added to this legislation language that essentially puts into law a mayor's order with regard to vaccination requirement for early childhood workers as well. Thank you, Councilmember. And Patrick showed us the data. The vaccines are working, and they're working well to keep people out of the hospital and to keep people from dying from COVID-19. So we don't need those type of shutdowns, but we do need more people to get vaccinated and boosted. I talked to you already about how we were turning up the DC government mandate for our employees, and that will now include a mandatory vaccine, 3 shots, a 3-shot requirement without the option of testing out. We're also very focused on gathering places in our community. So beginning on January 15, 2022, certain establishments will be required to verify that their patrons 12 years old and older have received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. And so here is the timeline for how we will roll that out. First dose for patrons 12 and older beginning January 15th. Second dose by February 15th. Enforcement of the vaccine requirements, therefore, would begin by January 15th. The places that will require a vaccine are restaurants, bars, and nightclubs, indoor cultural and entertainment facilities, indoor exercise and recreational establishments, and indoor event and meeting establishments. People will be able to demonstrate their vaccination status using a CDC-issued vaccination card, an original paper version or digital version, an immunization record printout from their healthcare provider, or a COVID-19 verification app such as VaxYes or Clear. In the coming days, we will be releasing more guidance around these requirements, but we wanted to announce it today so businesses have as much time as possible to prepare. If you are a resident who is not yet vaccinated and you want to continue enjoying these activities, now's the time to get vaccinated. And as we have done in other cases, the Department of Health, or I think this is coming out of DC Health on our coronavirus.dc.gov, where we have provided quite a lot of signage so businesses don't have to recreate it. You can go to vaxdc.dc.gov to download a sample of the signage requiring vaccination to enter. I also wanted to highlight, and I'll turn to Councilmember Henderson to talk a little bit more, but this month, actually yesterday, the council passed legislation that will require all students who are eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine that has been fully approved by the FDA to get their immunization. So let me turn this over to Councilmember Henderson. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Okay.
Yes.
So you hear that, right? So this is what we delving into. When I did that, because it darkened the screen up. Okay, we got some sun So what you think about that? So now you're mandated to do something. If you want to go outside and have a good time, you want to go to the movies, you want to go see Frankie Beverly and Maid, or what you want to go see back? Yeah, you want to go see Essence. That's for go-go fans. That's here in DC. I don't know, you someplace else, you do something else. You want to, you know what I'm saying? I got different music in different places. All that. You want to have some fun. You want to go out. You want to hold hands. You want to be in a park. You want to be lovey-dovey. Well, you ain't got that. You understand me? Won't be able to do that. Won't be able to go in a whole lot of places. Won't be able to hang in bars. People want to lose their jobs. You're going to have to find something else to do. It's plain and simple. Scare tactic, last run at money. The government is greedy. The Illuminati, they trying to kill us. It doesn't make a difference. What are you going to do? You. I ain't talking about your mama. I ain't talking about your kids. I ain't talking about your brother. I ain't talking about your man got the jump. None of that. You. And the person next to you, I'm asking you the same question. The person in front of you and everybody looking at my face right now. You. What are you going to do? Stop listening to Michael Jackson talk about the man in the mirror. That's real deep. Yeah, you listen to the song, but you won't put a phone down for 5 minutes and meditate. You won't even pray. You pray on Sunday, you go to church. Part-time Christian, you a part-time lover. You're a part-time Muslim, you're a part-time lover. We gotta get ourselves together, y'all. It's scary, but it ain't nothing that we can't get through. I'm talking to the human race right now. I'm talking more to black people, but I'm talking to the human race. I'm talking to white people. See that? They say Washington, but white people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get real fancy with this. I'm talking to the amigos. See, that's an M. Turn it upside down. I know we don't say amigos, but amigos, right? Talk to the Asian, right? And see that even ugly as the country is, that guy on some stars and stripes. So what we gonna do underneath of these stars and stripes? For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yeah, because the stuff that's being pulled off right now is brave. And guess what? In this country, the people here are brave. We've always stood up to the test of time. How brave are you to stand up to the test of time? This is God's calling on us. Matter of fact. Yeah, the United States, the empire is going down, and you don't have to let it be like that. And racism will really stop if everybody could get paid. See, a lot of times, white people want you to work for them so you don't have nothing, thinking that you're going to take something from them. But right now, the same white people wish more black people was working. See, this is a racist thing. And then saying, oh, well, people are losing their race and their population. Okay, that may be true. But But what I'm saying to all of you all, yes, Latino people will be heavily populated here within the next 10 years. So what? We still gotta all live amongst one another. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to DC, I said that dang the way that the song went. I know the whole song. We used to have to sing the song in school. These are the things that America is founded on. It's not founded on prison systems. It's not founded on holding people in the house. It was founded on freedom. The freedom to make a choice, the freedom to make a change, the freedom to do what's right. That's not a color thing. I know people from all different types of dimensions who feel either one way or the other, because there's only two ways you feel about it. It's either you gonna get it and you down with it, or you ain't gonna get it and you ain't down with it. Now, can you be forced into it? Yes, you can be forced into it. Can you die can you die as a result? Maybe your health go down? Yeah. Would they come like in John Wick and drag you off, put it in you and make you get it, kill you? Again, if you walk outside, you're not really safe in your home. But if you walk outside, all the elements against you. Walk outside and the tree could just fall. Boom. So what are you willing to stand for here in America? Is this the United States of America, or is this the United States of corporations? That's all I'm saying. So we have to wash our hands, and we have to wear our mask, right? If you're sick, stay home. Stop wearing dirty clothes that carry COVID. I'm talking to people who work, especially certain type of jobs where you have smocks. Those things have to be washed. You can't just be having your personal protective equipment and working from day to day and tell me you don't have time to do it. Then you need to start requesting of your job that you have extra things going on. You have extra PPE, extra identification equipment. Because this is the part of washing your hands that they're not telling you about. When you wash your hands, you also have to wash your ass. You also have to wash your booty, women. You also have to wash your ding ding, my man. No homosexual stuff, no gay stuff. I'm not saying anything, and please, Alphabet Mob, don't get at me about this, right? I'm just because even amongst you all, cleanliness. The Bible says cleanliness is next to godliness. All biblical books say the same exact rhetoric, or the same exact terms. I don't even know if I want to say rhetoric. It's just the same exact terms, basically, about keeping yourself clean. These are big problems. These are big problems. See, we believe all types of information that's coming in. We watch TV and we listen to Shamika, and we won't sit down. We won't read. We won't read because our hands are not clean. Because our hair is not clean. Our eyes still have crust in them. Some of you just get up in the morning, you don't wash your face and do nothing. You hit a jack, you hit the J. Yeah, I know about all that. You put the coffee in your mouth. You're a woman, you putting him in your mouth. If you're a man, you putting her in your mouth. And then, like I said, if you might be putting everybody in your mouth. Dirty already. You don't get up. You put your clothes on. You go use the bathroom. You don't wipe yourself. Talking to men and women. God forbid, take a crap. You just take the toilet paper and this wipe and this wipe. When you think you don't see no more, it's still right there. You got to get you some tissue with some soap and some body wash. Wet it on a piece of tissue. And if you're at home, you get the rag and you need to wash and get the doo-doo out your butt. That's germs. Corona, Omicron, flu, and whoever, cancer and everybody else love that type of stuff. They love that. All diseases love filth, waste, and bacteria. That's what makes you sicker. We're Muslims, so we have to perform fitra a lot. That's purification. Clip your nails. That's where germs lie. Clip your beard hairs. You don't have to shave your beard. Clip your beard hairs and make sure that your mustache is shaved down. So you don't have a whole lot of hairs just doing a whole lot of stuff. See, all these things are important. And these are things that maybe your mother didn't teach you that. And I'm not disrespecting nobody's mother because I'm about to get into this as well. Maybe your father didn't teach you. Maybe nobody told you. You can't think and you can't get your mind together and you can't transform yourself because you're not clean. You're not clean. And there used to be a time a woman would not sleep with a dirty man. I've heard women talk about how dirty men are downstairs in their hands. But now you got that bag. Yeah. Yeah, because see now they understand to see they're attracting the dirt. And now they become dirty. You have a whole bunch of people becoming dirty. Now you have a germ out here with all these people doing all these foul acts. And even if you do the foul acts, some of you people like to do R. Kelly. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some people like a little poo-poo. It's just the realness. It's just the realness. We having an adult conversation. So please don't get into your feelings. You know what you do to get you off. You know what's on all the sex sites. You know what's going on everywhere. So now it's time for you to start making choices and decisions based on what you do when you do it. But you still have to be responsible and you still have to be clean. So you washing your hands, you got your mask, you staying home when you're sick, you're keeping yourself clean. You're taking your vitamin C, you're taking all the the concoctions, because it ain't always about medicine all the time. You don't always have to take medicine when you get sick. And when you feel yourself starting to get sick, then there's certain remedies: apple cider vinegar, oregano, some warm water with garlic powder, that chew garlic, lemon, tea, honey. Treat yourself when you get sick, and don't panic. That's all. This good advice. This really, really good advice right now. If you feel like you don't want to do something, then you have to sit back and you have to wait until you make your decision. You can't listen to what someone else says. You can't listen to what someone else tells you about this. You have to make your own decisions, which is going to lead to a lot of disagreement. Maybe you have information that other people don't have. Maybe you're trying to spread your information. That's not going to work. Either people are going to be down with the information you have or they're not. The only thing you can do is inform. If people choose not to do that, then they have to do what they choose that is best for them. You understand me? Because with this creates confusion. And when you're confused, you don't want to hear anything. Imagine the person across from you confused, don't want to hear nothing. Or imagine you live in a household full of 8 people. Chaos in your home. Who's in control? Who's the referees? Who can see what's getting ready to happen? It's happening now. War in your house. War in your house. You don't have to worry about China. It's war in the streets. It's war right out here in these streets. DC, Maryland, Virginia, the DMV, full of war. The rest of the country, full of war. People arguing about who is right about this and who is right about that. You know that you're right about something and your faith is strong, you have to do what's best. If you don't know and you're afraid, then research and do as much as information as you can. CDC, NIH. Yes, you do have people on YouTube who tell you the truth. You have to find out who those people are, and they're right out here. They're right there for you to see. But most importantly, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your health. You have to keep a healthy mind. Because one of the other things that is making you sick right now is the stress of thinking about what's to come. And the stress of what you already had before it came. Now I said I would speak about parents in a moment. Because it's very important going into 2022 to make a new amends on life, all of us and everyone. And I pray. See, it seems that most of us, and I don't mean this in a negative term towards any parent. I'm a parent, so I would be insulting myself, but I will tell the truth. Most of us have been following our parents all our life. Oh, again, I got a child. Hey, so that's my child saying that because they're a reflection of me. We have to turn the page. We have to turn the page from these dark, ugly secrets. It's important to find out about your family history. Mental illness is real, and the mental illness that most of us Black people are experiencing not only comes from slavery, it comes from a lineage of DNA. So that may have been before slavery. You have to find out what the practices of your family was. And you have to start weighing the odds on those practices and telling yourself the absolute truth. If you've been in your household and you've been watching your grands, your great grands, like I lived in a household who I watched everybody do their thing. Now, I'm not judging them. I'm not judging, not at all. I love all of those people very, very dearly. But the point I'm trying to make is by the time I did get outside, it was easier to accept getting into certain things because I had already seen mass majority of it in my house. Now, was they sticking a gun in somebody's face in my house? No, there wasn't. But I had people go to jail in my family already for sticking guns in people's faces. I had a family history which I was a child and I knew nothing about. And I'm talking about all of this before I'm 7. I had a bad, traumatizing childhood experience. that we'll talk about one day. But I'll say this about that. It's a traumatization that happens to a lot of young black people, men and women. And we're not doing nothing to prevent it. I'm not crying a boo about it or none of that. I'm not doing a Hassan Campbell or none of that. Because I'm well over top of that. My mind is stronger to get way over top of that, and yours can be too. But the problem is, mass majority of black people are suffering from that illness right there. You've been sexualized, you've been sodomized, you have been raped, you have been molested, or you had been turned out at a young age, even by probably someone in your family who claimed they want to get you some oral for your 13th birthday. Because they want to show you how it is. Yeah, some promiscuity. That's what it's called, promiscuity. And promiscuity is a habit. And it's a habit that turns mental and it begins to become dangerous and you become codependent. So you got to have a nut every day. You have to have a nut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. If you're a woman, you have to let all the fluid out of your body wherever you do it. You're a dripper, a squirter. See, all this ties into what's going on right now in the mandates. I'm not getting off topic. I'm getting on topic. Got too much time for sex. You're not gonna have time when they switch this money and turn this money into the crypto. We're worried about presents for people. You can buy people presents. Listen, we could do this any other time of the year. I probably could spend more money on you. I don't celebrate that, and the Muslims don't celebrate that. That's a proud patch I wear, but it's not an arrogant patch that I care that I don't care about how you celebrate what you're celebrating. Although I'm very opinionated about that and would never hurt anybody's feelings about that. But we have to wise up and we have to start accepting the truth and we have to stop waiting for heroes and saviors. Nobody's coming to save us. We're killing ourselves within. If they're not coming to save us, they're not coming to kill us. Yes, I understand black men go down by the police. I understand certain things. But I'm saying in the whole, we are still living and surviving at 13%, a number that should have been 18%. Had we not lost a lot of people to the crack era, a lot of people to HIV, and a lot of people to murders, which all took place in the time that I was growing up and I witnessed it with my own eyes. Yes, Biden mandates are coming. We voted for them. Because when I say we, I didn't vote for him, period. I know a lot of history about him. Not to destroy him or demean him. I'm just telling the honey. I don't hate him either. But what's going on right now is I watch people crack bottles of champagne open. I remember when they announced it that he was the president. I was doing deliveries. I was in Northwest Washington, D.C., getting ready to hit the 3rd Street Tunnel. And I seen people on the balconies pulling out bubbly. And they clapping. Like, okay, he won. All right, he pulled it off. All right, let's see what he do. That's just what I said. Let's see what he do. Now you disappointed. Now you don't know what to do. Now you can't believe. No, you can't believe. Your Vice President Kamala Harris is gonna save you. You know. So somebody who told you you ain't black if you don't vote for them, and somebody told you that they 100% black, and they used to listen to Tupac. Man, I ain't getting on y'all, man. Y'all wow, man. President, Vice President, y'all wow, man. It ain't. It's the same funny story. Reagan, Bush, Obama, Biden, who that? Bush, Gore. Who did I say? Clinton, yeah, Clinton, Biden, or whoever. My man, that was a good dude too. He lost his the other vice president dude. They ain't even want him in there. Yo, wow. But see, that's why they don't. Al Gore. Al Gore. Al Gore told you about global warming. Cared a pretty big penny about it. Y'all ain't break y'all neck to get Al Gore in it. But Uncle Joe, he laughing all the way to the bank too. My fellow Americans, come on, for your great grandma. I must stop, man, because the vice president should be like, wait a minute now. You ain't gonna do that though. I'm just joking. Please don't send people on me. And I'm just joking. And it's funny because y'all know that funny. Y'all really know that funny. How can you care about America though? You have the people divided. A presidency is supposed to be about bringing people together, whether they're Democrat or Republican. But right now, it's a divide. Bloods and Crips, Coke and Pepsi, Democrats, Republicans, Walmart, Target. What y'all pay attention to this? Because these are all colors of red and blue. Where they say they're going to divide you if they put the FEMA caps up, all the Walmarts that they close, that's blue. Target, it speaks for itself. Target. This is the Target right here. You understand? You see what's going on in Cali. You know, shout out to Cali, man. You know what? I'm praying for you like I'm praying for home. I'm praying for where we at right now. Pray for the loved ones in your household, in your home. It's the holiday season. You say you celebrating the holiday, but I can't tell because you won't celebrate it in harmony and joy. You all are out here trying to outbid one another. Who's going to get the best present? Who's going to get the biggest present? Who the best grandfather? Who the best grandmother? Who the best mommy? You're competing for things that people, the recognition that you get all the time when you should get all the time. Remember, January 1st is coming. The bills are coming again. And if you hadn't already, if you're feeling guilty, you're just going to go and buy a little rah-rah, that $300 toy. Can you break it down a little bit to $150 or $100? Put $200 up for the new year? I'm just saying, just think about it. There's some reality, there's some sense. These things have to be done. We have to put these things in full measure. We have to. I love you all, but I wanted to come on here and I wanted to drop this science because this is very important. We have to stay strong and unified. Like I said, we're not all going to do the same thing. For those of you who are not vaccinated, you're around people who are vaccinated, respect them. Put your mask on, especially if grandma and them sick, they done had people in your home that had operations. Come on, respect them. My man ain't been no man. Come on, man. You respect them because you don't want to be sick. And they clearly said that the vaccinated is making the unvaccinated sick. Now, this is an excuse to say everybody has to get it. And we're going to force you. You can't work. You can't go anywhere. Did you hear what the mayor said? If you want to enjoy these events, if you want to work for the what? 3 stars, 2 bars, representing North Capitol, East Capitol, South Capitol, Eastern Avenue, Southern Avenue. That's the division of the District of Columbia. And that's what that's representing. If you want to work for this, you got to get 3 shots. That's already making people sick. So you're going to get a shot. You're going to have to be out. You're going to have to come back to work. You're going to have to eventually get another shot. And then get another shot. To keep your government job. I'm a modern member of the District of Columbia government. Yes, I am. I worked in 2 places and I had 3 different positions. I worked in the Department of Parks and Rec. I worked in the Department of Transportation, Crossing Guard, and Traffic Control Officer, Rec Spec, in Parks and Recreation. So I'm a modern member, I'm a modern member. No, I don't work in it. I don't work there anymore. And a lot of my comrades don't work there anymore. But for my comrades that do, and those who choose not to, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how life would be if they forced you off. So, there are choices that you have to make, there are decisions that you have to make. And that's all understood. Don't let the mandates divide you. I'm going to say that again. Do not let this divide you. Because we are getting ready to go into a state where there's going to be a divide. And there's going to be arguments. And we're going to be arguing about who got it, who don't got it, was fake, was this and was that. We can still all get along. And we can still all beat this. Because the thing is to beat it. The thing is, how are we going to conquer this? And we're going to have to be able to do it together. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears the prayers of many and combines it into one so that all can receive those blessings. Why can't we just all get together with some energy, all that good energy you got? And for once, just be positive. Grab someone's hand in your family. Bring the family together. Y'all getting together during the holidays. When are you all just going to stop one time and have a moment? One moment. Families don't even do that no more. Y'all don't even pray no more. Y'all so ashamed. And the young folks say, man, I'm doing that. But where's the strong people in your family? Where are the elders in your family? Where are the strong people that got a strong spirit? Or if you got a strong spirit, you need to stand up. Bring little JoJo and Mo and them right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got this pants thing on. Because he might need that prayer. He might have just did something crazy. He might need that prayer. And that prayer Allah may forgive his soul. And now he might have to pay for it. But it might not be as bad as what he might have seen. Yeah, we got to stop looking at these gifts. Because the gift is you. You the gift. A lot of you strong in your family. You the gift. Some of you don't have no money to give. And that's understandable. People want your time and your attention. Now, don't give too much of it that you become broke. Remember, your wisdom is your wealth. Your wealth is your health. So your wisdom is your wealth and your wealth is your health. If you don't have your health, right, you can't use your wisdom. You can't use it. It's money. You can't use it if you're not healthy. You gotta stop eating all this crazy food. Y'all know y'all gonna make the New Year's resolution. But you're not gonna follow the New Year's resolutions. You're gonna follow the mandates. That's backwards. You understand me? That's backwards. You're gonna follow the mandates. But you're not gonna follow your New Year's resolution. You're not gonna stop smoking. You're not gonna stop cheating on your significant other or your spouse. You're not gonna stop using drugs or drinking. You're not gonna stop eating salt, eating pork, eating meat, whatever you're doing. You're not gonna stop being nasty, but you're gonna follow the mandates. Why? Because they told me to. I ain't scared of nobody. Throw it up, son. Throw yourself up, son. All that, pull up, Mo. As soon as 12 of them come. What you made out of? You want to lose your girlfriend? Because you know little dude around the corner to work for UPS, the post office, FedEx, all that. He been watching him. Now his money ain't as long as yours, right? But he got a job. And he ain't got no girl. He got an apartment, everything, And she saw him at the 7-Eleven the other day. He got a purple Charger. Yeah, custom. Yeah. And he's smelling good, looking good, fresh. Can't wait for you to go to jail. But are you willing to risk your freedom? Are you willing to risk your life? Are you willing to say, no, this is my choice, my decision. I don't want to do this. And if I got to go, hey, UPS delivers everywhere every day. And you got it. Hey, that's just the bottom line. You're going to have to give up some things. You're going to have to sacrifice some things. That's all I'm telling you, people. You're going to have to give up some things, sacrifice some things, whether you're on the right side of this or whether you're on the wrong side of this. Because people that's vaccinated can't say that they're on the right side of this. And people that's unvaccinated can't say that they're on the right side of this either. Because if we knew who was on the right side, don't you think one of us would get on there? Everybody would get on the right side. It's common sense. So everybody's not on the right side because there's confusion, and the confusion is in the middle. And because the confusion is in the middle and nobody seems to be able to want to sort it out, it leaves people to listen to one side or the other and make those choices. And by making those choices, sometimes one group feels it's higher than the other. Or it's more on the right side than the other. God don't like ugly, but a little do he care for pretty. My grandmother used to tell me that all the time. Meaning that, although you pretty, that ain't even, man, If you crack your face like you trying to be arrogant about this is what Allah don't like. Made you in the image that you are, be humble. And we need to humble ourselves. And we need to stop practicing the ways of our parents, of the people that came before us. We practicing too much of that. My mother drinks, so I drink. My grandfather smoked cigarettes, I smoke cigarettes. My mother a hoe, so I'm a hoe. My mama hoe was a hoe, so I'm a hoe. Yeah, we gotta change. You gotta change this mindset. Going into 2022, don't you see that plans are designed either for you to win or plans are designed for you to lose? That's all they look at us as a bunch of murderers and hoes and just no good people. And I don't know that about black people. Not all of us are like that. And just because some of us was into some of that stuff sometimes in our lives, a lot of us don't straighten our lives up. That don't mean that everybody else can't straighten their life up. You understand me? I'm just being real honest about what I'm saying. If this was on my heart, I really wanted to drop this to y'all today. So, it's going to come up because it's not alive, but I'm going to drop this up. But I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm saying. It's really time to start getting to know yourself and having a talk with yourself. And telling yourself what the truth is. If you were a rapist and you did some people wrong, it's time for you to start admitting that to yourself. If you was molested, beaten, whooped, you might have got jumped when you was 12. You still dealing from trauma with somebody from that. And you're gonna have to come to grips with that. A lot of us are living with a blanked out mind because we don't want to remember things that happened to us from the past. So the Jordans, Nike boots, North Face, and all that stuff, and the pretty women, we use all of that to X out what happened to us. My mama wasn't shit, my daddy wasn't shit. So we put all this stuff and put that mask on our face. People don't know who we really are. But see, your attitude tells on you all the time. If you're easily triggered, you got something on your mind. You always want to fight. You always on a rah-rah. You hate men. You hate women. You hate gays. You gay. You hate people. You don't like white people. You white. You don't like black people. No, that ain't the problem. That ain't the problem. The problem is you're mentally disturbed. And most of us are mentally disturbed because of the things that we learned from the former people before us, including white people. They learned it from their parents about to be racist. The same thing with the Spanish people, the same thing with the Asian people. Things are passed down through tradition. We didn't seem to get any better with it. We seem to get worse occurring in these conditions, and we have to break these chains. So if you haven't been washing your hands, this is how you break the chain. You haven't been wearing your mask, this is how you break the chain. Biden mandates are coming. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I should be dropping more before this, but this is just a message in case I don't get to talk to you, get to see you. Today is almost gone, and tomorrow is a promise. If you get it, hold on to tomorrow as if it was your last day. Peace.